The View talked about Trump, and I want to see their reaction, but I don't want to sit through the whole fucking thing. Oh, Amala did a lot of election reaction shit. The View reacts. Here we go.
Of course, when all this was happening, everybody was saying, I need to check in on The View tomorrow. I have to watch The View tomorrow. I have to see what Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar and Sunny Hostin have to say about this, because we know they're going to be melting down and hearing that Trump has won the election. Now we check in with The View, and they're all dressed as though a funeral is taking place.
Dude, Stephen Colbert did the same shit. They all dressed in black, like someone died.
Well, except Whoopi Goldberg. It seemed like Whoopi Goldberg said, you know what? I'm going to show up in what I would normally wear. The rest of the women can dress in all black and mourn the death of, I don't know what, democracy. Is that what they feel like they've lost last night? Even though democracy was truly at play. And the people spoke. And they let you know what direction they wanted to go in. So here are the
I don't know if you guys can see this, because, oh yeah, okay, it's right there. This comment, like, literally right above the chat, says dramatic cunts. He's saying what's on everybody's mind.
We're going to watch some clips here. Here's what Joy Behar had to say.
Think critically. Well, it would help if we could regulate social media, because one of the biggest offenders is D.C. and Congress have not been able to do one thing in regard to the rogue corporations of social media.
What do you mean, regulate social media? You mean like what you were doing to Twitter before Elon Musk took over? Is that what you're talking about? You guys can control information? That's what you guys want? That's what you mean by regulate social media, right? I swear to God, dude.
We can't have this happen again. They're too free on social media. We can't let them freely share information with one another, because when they freely share information with one another, they vote for Donald Trump.
Right? Yes! Exactly. It means they want to shut up independent journalism. Anything that disagrees with them, they could just call a conspiracy theory. They could just call misinformation.
We have to regulate them. And this is actually a part of the Harris campaign, the Harris-Walz campaign, that really led to people going like, oh no, we can't vote for them. They're saying they're going to come after misinformation and hate speech, which what they really mean is we're going to go after our political opponents.
Exactly. Who decides what's misinformation? The only way that you can have a free society is if you have free information flowing from both directions. If only one side is deciding what information is accurate, that gives that side unlimited power. And we can't be having that shit.
And now you're hearing that sort of language. The deregulation of social media from Elon Musk buying X was huge. And I think not only was it his like sort of trans kid coming out and all the turmoil that happened on the other end of that led to his awakening, it was the realization that upon buying X, the government is going to come after you. You now have a massive target on your back because you've left an open field out for people to just share information and say whatever they want. And
100%.
They can't have that. So luckily Donald Trump won this election, because had he not, first of all, Donald Trump would be in prison, but I think they would have found some way to go after Elon Musk, and it might just have been some sort of case.
Picking at his scab is more fun than listening to The View try to talk politics. 100%.
Was doing by buying X was reversing the pathway of election interference that they had before. And he said upon buying X and doing like a full-scale audit of everything that was going on behind the scenes.
Dude, I heard Elon Musk is going to do an audit of our government. Donald Trump made Elon Musk the chief efficiency officer of our government? Like, bro. Elon Musk doing the Lord's work, dude. The View was actually good friends with Trump a few years back before he ran for president on the Republican side. Now they're feral. I've seen videos of them. They used to love Trump. Everybody used to love Trump until he went against the establishment. Now everybody's supposed to hate Trump. He's a Nazi. He's the next Hitler and blah, blah, blah. The Doge department. Oh, I love that. Department of Government Efficiency. Is that real? No, that can't be real. That sounds like something Elon would do. Elon is such a fucking troll, bro. That sounds like a branch of the government that Elon would make. The Department of Government Efficiency. Oh, that's so funny.
Sunny Hostin says this isn't about policy. This is about a race and gender.
I'm surprised at the result.
Of course she says it's about race and gender. That's all they fucking have, bro. They don't have policy. They can't even fake it. They can't even pretend to have policy. They can't even do a bait and switch. This is how incompetent they are. Give you something that dangle a carrot in front. They can't even do that. Oh, it's because she's a black woman.
But I'm not surprised. As a woman of color, I was so hopeful that a mixed race woman married to a Jewish guy could.
Oh, you're so racist, dude.
Be elected president of this country. And I think that it had nothing to do with policy. I think this was a referendum of cultural resentment in this country. I'm surprised.
Oh, give me a break, Sonny. Every chance she gets the opportunity. Every time she just goes after race, gender. She cries about being a person of color. Again, never takes accountability for anything going on. None of her actions, none of the rhetoric that she shares, none of the times that she's been corrected.
Why do people like to add "as a person of color" as if that matters to the conversation? I don't, because it's all they got, man. All they think about is identity politics. It's because she's a colored woman. Colored woman is horribly racist, but woman of color is politically correct. Makes no fucking sense, dude.
Everybody recognized, like, they probably had their morning meeting and were like, okay, we're gonna try to handle this in the best way. We're not gonna have any off-color moments. We're not gonna go too brash out there. We're certainly not gonna have a meltdown like many people are having. They had to be treading lightly in their response to Trump winning this election. Here's one more clip out of The View. Let's run it.
My takeaway is that the system works. We live in a democracy. People spoke. This is what people wanted. I vehemently disagree with the decision that Americans made.
It's a good thing no one gives a shit.
But I feel very, very hopeful that we have a democratic system in this country. We should value it. We should love it. We should protest if the situation arises that we need to protest, which I'm sure it will. And I've been through this before with Nixon. It's been very difficult. But boy, oh boy, do we have a country if we can keep it.
Yeah.
Well,
I swear to God, dude, they are freaking blaming Trump for everything that they're doing. CIA want to control people by getting you as emotional as possible and then get you to react to anything. You have rights as a woman, and this person's gonna take all your rights away. So vote for my guy. Like what? Did you do a little myopic iota of a fucking research? You'll see that none of that is true.
There we go. Of course, the underlying sentiment is that there is somehow a country under threat with Trump being the president, and that there, of course, will be something we have to protest about. Of course. It's the very nature of the being itself. And
that's priming. They are priming Americans to protest for something. They don't know what, but something. They know Donald Trump is gonna do something that they're gonna have to protest against. So everybody get ready. That's how they fucking prime you. Yeah, they're gonna try, dude. They're gonna have something. There's probably gonna be a few more assassination attempts. I don't know if the assassination attempts are gonna slowly trickle out. Because if they kill Trump, J.D. Vance is just gonna take over, and apparently he's more right-wing than Trump is. People on their side of politics openly and proudly say they want America to crumble and burn. They are not the good guys. 1000%. They make TikToks every fucking day about how America is evil, inherently evil, and built on racism, and it needs to be destroyed. Did you see that they got someone just the other day trying to assassinate him again? What is this, like the 4th time? This is insane. This is crazy. They got another assassination attempt. So yeah, that was all The View. The 5th? This is the 5th one? What the hell?